guys, what's going on? Al with Al's Lawn Care here. Today, we are stuck behind a tractor going 20 miles an hour. We're not going to get anywhere like this. Now, we are actually headed on our way out to that new job I talked about in last week's video, the new mowing job. Pretty big one. We're on our way over there. Let's go check it out. Alright guys, we're out here at this property. We have a gate with a lock on it. And I have a key, but we're still locked out. This is a new key they just had made up. I don't know if they made it wrong or if this lock has changed what the deal is. I think if I go around in through all those weeds, I can get in to the yard. So we're gonna give that a try once. But anyways, here's the property. You can see the house up there. Pretty big property. So we'll get my truck pulled off the road here a bit, and we'll see what we can get done. Well, we made it into the property, so I guess we can mow. There was a good amount of stuff in there that when I walked through, I didn't even see that there was a cement block and some brush and some stumps that I didn't know were in there. I bumped into them, but no damage caused. It was going real slow. So I guess we can go ahead and start mowing. Well, guys, we got her mowed and trimmed now. Gonna take a look around the property once more just to make sure I didn't miss anything, but I think we're done. Took me a little bit longer than what I expected. Well, not than what I expected, but it took me a lot longer than it will the next time. The reason for that being, well, the whole reason I got this property is because the previous lawn care company they'd just been kind of letting stuff go. If you'll notice, like here along this edge, like they let that grow out. And earlier on one of the other video clips, I'll make sure to make a note on that. But they stopped trimming areas that clearly should be trimmed. and they did it kind of over the whole property. They weren't very thorough with it, and the homeowner wasn't real thrilled about it. So that's the reason I got this job. It's because the previous lawn care company wasn't doing it properly. So I guess that's just I don't know, just a warning or something to the rest of us that we need to stay thorough, keep doing our job as good as we can, or I mean, the homeowners will notice, and yeah, they won't be afraid to drop you. This corner of the property is one example of where they stopped going back as far with the mowing as what they used to. They just let this grow out, and they only put a little path up there beside the tank, and the only reason they left that little path is because the fuel companies were complaining that they couldn't get up to it, so they had to start doing that again. But I talked to the I guess you could call him the property manager. He does a lot of work around here on this property, and like he said, the other lawn care company, he's had to come out numerous times after they were here and do extra trimming himself, just because they wouldn't do it. Like that bank there, he said it used to actually go up into the woods farther, but just over the years they just let it creep down, and then they stopped doing that bank while he had to come out and do it with the trimmer himself. Just kind of all over the property. There was a number of bushes and stuff that they didn't trim around at all anymore, and yeah, just weren't thorough. It seems like they kind of got a little bit lazy. Didn't do a huge number of them. However, we mowed a lot of acreage today and drove a decent amount. So we did 3 yards today, and none of them were small yards by any means. That first one this morning, I was on that job for about 4 hours. Now that time is largely due to it being the first time I've done the place. It always takes longer the first time you do a place, and it also took longer because there was extra trimming. Had to cut back the wood line a little bit farther. with the mower. I didn't have to cut down any trees or anything. But there was just extra work there. In the future, it shouldn't take near that long, like 2.5 hours, maybe 3, I would guess. But anyways, that one took a while. Then we had another job that was, it took probably an hour, and I just finished up the only job that I have that I really dislike doing. I have a little clip of it. It's all on a hill. It's full of rocks, just tons of trimming. And I didn't video the whole property just because the homeowner was there, and yeah, I don't know. I don't want to show like too much of somebody's property. So anyways, there's a huge bank in the back of it that I have to trim. That place, there's probably I would say maybe 20 minutes of mowing at the most, but then there's a solid hour and a half to hour and 45 minutes of trimming. Like, it's a lot of trimming. Yeah, I really don't like doing the place. But hey, it's work. Work is work. Anyways, it is now 6:15. We are on our way home, and I guess we'll come out, hit it hard again tomorrow. We've got a lot to do this week, and we probably won't get it all done. We have some shrub trimming to do, and some kind of brush removal stuff. It's probably a full day's worth of work, if not more than that. And I don't know when we'll get a chance to do that. Maybe we can do some of that on Saturday. We'll see what all mowing I get done tomorrow. We've got quite a bit of mowing that could be done tomorrow. We'll just see how it goes. Good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday. We're out mowing some grass. I mowed one this morning, and that was one of them that I couldn't mow last week. And this week I mowed probably 80% of it, but there was an area that was it was too wet to do. Literally had water standing in it, but that's an improvement from last week when the water was running through it. So yeah, anyways, we got that one done, and I just finished checking up the other one that I couldn't do last week because it was so wet, and unfortunately that one is still too wet to do this week. So can't do that one, but not doing that one frees up like an hour worth of work that I can do at other places, and I need that hour today. We've got a lot of stuff to do, We just finished up this property again. I guess we'll call it quits for the day now. That one is the last one that needed done today for sure. There's a couple others that can be done. They don't super need done. And it's just a couple small ones. I have time this week, I might catch those, but I kind of doubt it. I figure they'll end up on next week's list. But anyways, we did a good number today. Got stuff done. I think we did six yards today, maybe something like that. And stopped in at one, couldn't do that one. So that took up some time, and did a lot of driving today. We covered a lot of ground. So we got stuff done. The number may not sound like a bunch to you guys who are out doing, 20 or 30 yards a day. But in this area, with the yards that I have, I got a decent amount done today. It was a solid day's work. Generally we have bigger yards if you're out in the countryside more. In town, obviously, there's smaller yards, but I don't have that many of them. And yeah, right now, the way things are, my yards are a bit spread out as well, not real close together. So it takes a little bit longer. Hopefully next year we'll get some stuff put together, get the yards a little closer together. But anyways, I think that'll be it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.